Alright, so what I'm doing to get ready to plant my tomatoes is I'm actually digging down and digging a hole, and I'm going to fill that with compost, and then I'm going to put my tomatoes in. Now I'm doing this just so the root system of the tomatoes can have a nice big room to grow. This is something that my dad and I did last year, and it just kind of worked for me. This is just how I like to plant my tomatoes. Pretty much anything that's going to go in the ground this summer. So I'll show you guys how that looks like, and then like I said, we're just gonna fill it up with compost, and then we'll put our tomato plants in. Alright, so we dug up the holes to put the tomatoes in. Now this is a twine that I'm gonna use to hook up to my 1/2-inch electric conduit. We're gonna bring it on down, and we're gonna go ahead and secure that tomato, and I'm gonna show you how I like to trellis that up. Let's go. So I ran out of some compost for the other beds, so we're gonna go ahead and pick up some more compost. Let's go. So while I went ahead and got some compost, I just went ahead and got me some mulch, because I do want to start mulching my garden this year and this season, and maybe put the mulch on the walkways, and maybe a little bit on the beds as well. So nice pile of mulch. So we got some work to do. We got beds to finish up. We have peppers to finish planting in, and for the most part, most of our summer crops are pretty much done this week. So let's keep working. We're gonna get ready to plant some peppers. Now these peppers are not the ones that you saw me in a previous video seed. These were actually given to me by a awesome friend who just had some leftover transplants, so I wasn't gonna say no. It's something to get me started while my other peppers are still in the greenhouse getting ready to go. So yeah, I do about 18 to 20-ish inch spacing, and we're just gonna go ahead and plant them in. Yeah, once I finish this bed, really all my other seeds are still growing. So what I might do, because I just got some radishes and carrots in, and I got an EarthWay Seeder in now, I might start messing with that on the empty beds I have here, and start planting some root crops. I don't know about beets though. I've just always had bad luck with beets, especially last season. Well, I've only tried one time. So I should go for it again. But if you have any tips on how to grow some beets, hit your boy up, because I am not a beet master right now. All right, let's get some compost on here. And like I said, I got the mulch, so we're gonna fill the rest of this field with some mulch. I want this farm, or I guess I want this vegetable garden to look a lot more aesthetically pleasing than it did last year, because last year I was like way unorganized. But that's also because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just getting into growing food. I'm here to make this farm look good. Like, I want people to come in here and be like, damn, you did some work on here, man. I'll be like, I did, thank you. I put a lot of work into this. All right, let me quit talking. Let's get into it. So here I am with my EarthWay Seeder. I'm gonna use this to plant my carrots, my radishes, and my beets. I'm actually gonna do 2 beds of carrots. I'm probably gonna do 4 rows on that one, and then 1 bed of radishes, probably do 4 rows of that as well, and then 1 bed of beets that I'll do 4 rows as well. So let's test this thing out. This is the first time using the EarthWay Seeder. I went ahead and just got it because I knew it would be a lot easier than direct seeding it from hand. And let's go ahead and play around with this a little bit. So the root crops are planted. Now what I'm about to do is some natural farming. This is a type 2 solution that I'm gonna go ahead and foliar spray. Now this type 2 solution is pretty much your maintenance solution plus fish amino acid. And basically that's Oriental Herbal Nutrients, Fermented Plant Juice, Brown Rice Vinegar, and like I said, your fish amino acids. Now this specific solution, I'm using 3 gallons, so that's 11 milliliters of OHN, 23 milliliters of brown rice vinegar, and 23 milliliters of fermented plant juice, plus 11 milliliters of my fish amino acids. So because most of my plants are in the vegetative state, none of them are getting really ready to fruit yet, I'm probably gonna start spraying this for the next couple weeks until I closely examine the plants. And if I start noticing some notes coming in where they're getting ready to fruit, like the cucumbers, tomatoes, squashes, peppers, and all that, that's when we're gonna go into type 3, but I'll get to that part when we get to that part on the field here. But for right now, this is my type 2 solution, which like I said is your maintenance solution plus fish amino acid. Now for my specific farm, I'm only doing 3 gallons because that's all I need on this farm. And like I said, most of my plants are in the vegetative state right now, and we're gonna go ahead and feed them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and start spraying down our plants and give them the nutrition they need. It's always the hardest putting this thing on. Alright, yeah, I need to get a better backpack sprayer. This one does the job though, I ain't complaining. It gets it done. Alright, we got our sprayer on. Let's go and spray these plants down. you guys for watching this episode of The Daily Grow. We just finished spraying our plants down with our type 2 solution. Now, as the weeks go by, we're gonna keep a close eye on our summer crops, especially the ones that are gonna start to fruit, like our tomatoes, cucumbers, squash, and zucchini, peppers, and okra. Now, those are the ones that we are gonna take into a type 3 solution where we're gonna add calcium into it. Now, this is my first season using natural farming here, so I'm here to show it all. If you see me doing something wrong, or if you have any tips or helpful advice for me, I'm always open to any constructive criticism. I'm here to learn, I'm here to grow, I'm here to be educated, and hopefully to educate you guys as well, and to show you that natural farming is possible. This channel is here to show you guys how natural farming works on my specific farm, and it's also, I want to call it a laboratory out here. I want to show you guys that it is possible to use natural farming out here. My failures will hopefully be your successes, and I'm here to experiment every season on what works right and what doesn't work right here. So I'm always taking notes on this farm on a daily basis. I'm taking notes on when I applied my solution, when I planted my crops, pretty much keeping a detailed account of everything I'm doing on this farm, so that way when I come into the next season next year, I'll exactly know what to do. And this is why I want to show you guys how I natural farm and show you the journey that it is possible to grow your own food the natural farming way. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and if you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next Daily Grow episode.